I think one of my favorite parts of the whole story in Vail is just that the guys that started all this, they were participants, they were here with their families, and their goal was to have a place to bring their families to spend time.
It's something that needs to be done. We can't rest on our laurels here. You need to stay ahead of the other people.
I think there's growth in this community, and I think that the businesses that are working hard continue to achieve and do better.
What we're doing will really give life to Vail economically, socially, in many ways, for many, many years to come. In Vail Village itself, there are several projects that are underway and that will be underway shortly. The Tivoli Lodge was torn down and a new building is erected. The Swiss Chalet has been demolished and a new project is being developed there. The Vail Village Inn has been removed and a new, very large complex will be developed there with conference facilities and hotel facilities. The spring of 2005 is the Four Seasons Hotel that will be built on the Chateau Vail site. All of these projects will add up to new beds, and as we call them, hot beds that will have people in them, and we think it'll be a real economic boost to the community.
Frankly, we in Lions Head have been looking forward to this day for quite a while. Vail Resorts has spent quite a bit of money for architecture, and it is so obvious in the plans that you see. I mean, it is absolutely beautiful. It's going to fit very nicely into the whole scheme of the valley.
I think that the plans for Arabelle are going to be amazing. You're going to have an ice skating rink. You're going to have everything that a ski town, a big resort like Vail, needs.
If you take a look at the Lions Head Bridge, obviously they've spent a lot of money on that bridge. It's one of the most beautiful bridges I've ever seen.
It's very important that we all have affordable community, the people who are working here, which I found at Middle Creek. It makes me want to stay in the area. It's just so accommodating because I can walk to work or I can take the bus, and you know, the location is prime. It's ideal, and for the price, you can't beat it.
In order to stay ahead, you need to be thriving to stay ahead of other places. And the only way to stay ahead of other places is to keep redeveloping. I mean, just look at what they've done down at the beginning, just on this side of the covered bridge alone. I mean, that makes the town look, in my opinion, 100 times better. And what they're doing over on Wall Street, I think that it makes it look 100 times better as well. I think that Vail needs to keep doing things like that to stay on the cutting edge.
The streetscape, I think, has been a great thing that they're doing, and they're doing it in portions, and so that everybody's not suffering all at one time. And they seem to put it back together for the weekends, which is great. And our part is coming up next, so we're hoping, we're optimistic it'll work out great.
We did everything. We built ramps. We have people on the streets in special jackets and flags, and every week we produce a new flyer about where the construction impacts are, what businesses are open, how you get to them. And again, we have people there to hold your hand and get you to where you're trying to go. So you'll hear the noise, but I think the general experience that you'll continue to have in Vail will be second to none, and when this is all said and done, will be even greater than it is today.
It takes a lot of give and take. It takes a lot of community input. We've made it a very transparent and open process so that neighbors and people who are interested in the community can participate in these decisions.
I think the town of Vail does a great job of accommodating all interests. I think that they're very diverse interests, and a lot of people want a lot of different things. We're optimistic that the town and Vail Resorts will continue to help the small business owners and help small people like us succeed.
I just think, periodically communities who are lucky have people who come along and they see it as a good opportunity to reinvest in the infrastructure and So I think everybody will benefit as time passes.
I have a 17-month-old daughter. I want Vail to be on the cutting edge when she's 20 years old, you know? I don't want it to be left behind. And if this is things that we need to do to stay there, then we need to do them.
Vail, Lion's Head, the ice skating rink, they're going to, in final analysis, be well thought out and work extremely well.
We can't be static. We just have to change. Future generations should benefit from the investments we're making today for the future. And I just think what's happening is so exciting.
It's been a long time since Vail has been talking about doing this, and so it's just going to be magnificent when it's done.